best lap. Bogdan now gets pushed to P2 as he starts the first line lap, going on to turn 1. As he has some traffic ahead, the AI car of Murray left the pits by now. Turn 2 I meant, and turn 3 now. Actually, that's turn 4 and I messed up in counting. Turn 5, as he sets at 29.8 in sector 1. Turn 6, to then go on to turn 7, which is the hardest part of this track. Meanwhile, Roth sets out 148.6.8, which is the common best lap of the session. And as he goes through one of the straights of sector 2, he gets onto the tight turns, and then I think he gets some damage. No, never mind that. Gets on the bridge, and then onto the main straight of sector 2, with the S opened, right behind Murray to get some slipstream. Murray lets him pass. 111.6 I think in sector 2. Korea set at 148.2 and that puts him up in P3. Let's see if Bogdan can get a podium or a provisional pole. Sector 3 he goes. Last couple of corners before the starting grid and the finish line. Onto those last 2 corners he goes, and he cuts the finish line and sets a 148.5 on hard, which is not that bad, but it can be improved, I guess. As the eye of Murray has not gone away so far. It's 80% AI. I don't know what AI he raises on, but he sets a purple sector 1, which is nice, not gonna lie. As Roth comes onto this finish line and sets a 146.7 and improves the common lap, which is 2 seconds faster than the rest of the grid. Onto the bridge, Bogdan comes again. And now Burns sets 147.7, and that puts him up in P2. Purple sector 2 for Bogdan at the moment. Let's see if he can get a podium or a provisional pole. He will not have to mess up in this sector if he wants a good place for this first 22 minutes. I mean, 8 minutes already gone away, so he still has time to settle up, but still. 8 minutes gone away. As he comes onto the finish line, he gets a provisional pole. 145.1, and that's 1 second faster than Roth's lap time. That was a nice lap indeed. And the AI car behind him, Murray, sets a 147.1. That gets him behind Roth, as he's trying to improve the lap, with Bogdan not letting them pass at all. And Leverson now comes in P2 by sitting on 145.7, and look at the gap to Bogdan. That's just 6/10 slower than Bogdan's lap time. The AI is currently on, and Leverson was on soft, while Bogdan is on hard. I wonder what can Bogdan set on softer tire compounds. See, he hit a barrier there. Yeah, no, actually not. He didn't take any damage to do that. But Now he took some damage due to the AI hitting him. What I was saying though is, the AI can manage to improve throughout the session if there were soft fertile compounds like Giles did, and he is on softs. He is still 6 times slower than Bogdan's lap time. He comes in P2, drops Sophie Levasseur to P3, and now Bogdan looks to be pitting. No, he doesn't. Doesn't actually. He still goes for another run and tries to improve the current lap to avoid AI taking the pole. They still have 20 minutes left to set a proper lap, but as of now, I think they can just stay there. They can just improve the lap, and then when there are like 5 minutes left, he will go out in softs, I suppose. Might be wrong though. But Skyfer, let me just review the leaderboard really quick. We see Bogdan with a 145.1 in a provisional poll. Martin Giles with a 145 in P2. Levasseur with a 145.7 773. Giles' lap time was 145.766. I see a yellow flag in sector 2. That comes from Bogdan. Oh, he ran out of fuel. Oh, he has to pit then. By the way, Levasseur with a 145.773 tenths is in P3. Skyfer in 4th with a 146. Limiter off. And here they go. 3rd and 3. Warming up their tires to start the the 3rd lap, I guess. Yeah, 3rd flight. As I said to. They set 2 laps, 2 fastest laps, so the first one they didn't get a provisional pole. Mine was a fast lap. Then the second one was the second one when they got the provisional pole. Now this is the 3rd one, which could let them improve themselves, most likely. I mean, if they set a lap which is good enough not to get beaten by any of the AI cars, that will be good for them. Not to be overtaken in terms of lap times. Oh, that was shocking right there. So he set the best lap by being on hards, while the rest of the AI cars were on softs and mediums. That is impressive right there. He just crashed in that mini tunnel on the barrier, and they just got terminal damage. What? Now the race won't really count. If Bogdan wants to have a fun race and try to win that, he may. Otherwise, the Series 1 contest